technology, and to do so, we're going to step on one of the most iconic PC series of all time, Deus Ex: Mankind Divided.
Oh yeah.
Woo! Please join me in welcoming Jean-François Dugas and Jonathan Jacques Bellatet. Yes! Hey. Welcome.
Deus Ex.
Welcome.
Nice, guys. I'll put that one on the list too.
Now, despite the fact that I've shamed myself by referring to it as a 6-core monitor, I assure you I am a true PC gamer, and I want to know what it is like working on the Deus Ex franchise with just so many years of legacy.
It's quite a lot of pressure. It's quite a lot of intense work, mostly.
And it's very different this time around.
Yeah.
Human Revolution,
Yeah, I think one of the big difference, like the first time when we started to work on this title, a lot of you guys were looking at us and please, like, let's make sure that you guys do a good job. So
we're like the underdogs.
Exactly. So the pressure was really all about like making sure that we were living up to the to you guys. And today, now that we did the Human Revolution, and it seemed it was an appreciated game, we have now people are having a lot of high expectations, and the pressure switched from a different kind of.
Yeah, you can never release a good game and then have a follow-up. That's dangerous. People are going to be excited. So, I mean, how has the world changed since Human Revolution?
Well, we're 2 years after Human Revolution, and the last game was all a golden age for augmented people with cybernetic abilities and whatnot. And now, 2 years later, after the events of the last game, a lot of things change, and now.
So what do you guys enchant like Deus Ex? You guys enjoy it?
A dangerous species in a way, like that they can threaten the order and whatnot. So
especially because of what happened in Panchea.
Exactly.
My gaming creature, take it easy, bud.
Yeah. And now we live in a world where people, augmented people, are put in ghettos, etc., etc. And Adam Jensen is back now. He's not working for Serif Industries anymore. He's working for international counter-terrorist agency, and his goal is to stop the chaos over there. But also he has a double agenda. He's trying to get at the people in the shadows, and he hopes that with this agency he can get through them.
And we got a chance also to talk about what new possibilities were available with the new technology. And we know that bigger and more is not always better. So let's take a look at this Dawn Engine video so we can talk about how you are using that technology
Same here,
to realize
Dishes.
your
Same here.
vision. And,
I've watched some.
having just seen this video just moments before the show began, I'm noticing so many more objects on the screen.
So many cucumbers.
There's
but that's the thing. No, that's exactly what the game is all about in a way. Clutter. I think Human Revolution was, for its time, probably the most cluttered game ever at that point. And the game is about details. It's about like there's so much visual layering, and now with the Dawn engine and DirectX 12, we can push it, so much higher than what we did before. And tons of other bells and whistles as well, tress effects for the hair and Adam's beard and all of that. So, yeah.
And I mean, in terms of the actual environment with all these interactable objects going on, I mean, I assume it can just be extremely chaotic and hard to control the visual elements. How do you let the art style match up with that?
It all comes down to rules, and it all comes down to having the different departments kind of understanding what
lighting,
those rules are and what we can put where, what's going to be interactive, what's going to be not interactive in a specific location or case or whatnot.
Arguing with the artists because they put objects where there's the cover system.
Yeah, the question is that all interactive?
We're pretty good. Like we train them.
I'm not seeing anything more than what Witcher 3 is giving us right now.
It's smoother.
We've talked about the development side, but as Deus Ex players, how do you tend to play through the game? Because there's always so many different options available. I feel like the joy is in defining your own way to play.
Sorry, what's the question?
How do you play Deus Ex? Do you go in there guns blazing? Or are you sneaking?
That's a very easy question. I don't know why I didn't understand it. I like to play stealth. Kind of, find my way around and look for.
I would do stealth in that game.
And once I'm done, I just kind of, backtrack and kill everybody. I don't know. That's just how I do it. It's like I want to have. I can't compromise. I want to have the best of both worlds. It's always like that. So it's like I go forward. I feel like I'm James Bond, and I go backward. I feel like I'm Rambo.
Yeah, I'll only get it if it comes out on PC.
And you get 2 rounds of playtesting. That's great.
And on my side, I play mostly stealthy, and I try to not kill people. And at some point,
Oh, Tomb Raider.
along my
Tomb Raider
playthrough,
is coming to
I kill
PC.
People,
Quick
but
save.
still stealthy.
Without a doubt.
So I always stay gentle.
You're
in
an
my,
impulsive, stealthy person. I hate him specifically.
Yeah, I'll totally play Rise of the Tomb Raider.
All the different ways that people are going to
I like the last one. It was really, really
It's
good.
always, like John was
So,
saying, like we work
playing,
in a collaborative
Rise
way
and
with
Tomb
the
Raider would be
team, and
great.
it's always about understanding what we're trying to achieve. We know that from the get-go we have
Final
4
Fantasy-
gameplay
Final
pillars,
Fantasy
stealth,
VII is a
combat,
wonderful
hacking,
game,
and
still one of my
social.
top
So
favorites.
as we build the adventure, as we build the missions, all the challenges,
seeing a remake
we
is
have
great.
to
I
keep
just
in
hope they make it on
mind that we
PC,
don't
that's
know
all.
what the player is going to do. So we do a lot of map reviews, and when we play it, also we're looking at what the possibilities are, and sometimes we're okay. It's cool, like if you're the stealthy player, but what about the combat player? And now what's missing and everything. So it's a back and forth like that allows us to really improve the maps and the challenges to make sure that everybody's going to have something.
And
to
yet
do.
we always see
Yeah.
players do things that we never
Yeah.
thought was possible, that we never imagined.
They're pretty obnoxious in that way, aren't
Yeah,
they?
yeah.
Well, either way, gentlemen, thank you so much for coming out
Pleasure.
to talk about Deus Ex. The footage looks beautiful.
Thank you.
And I can't wait to get my hands on it.
All right.
Thank
Ladies
you.
and gentlemen,
Thank you, guys.
Eidos Montreal.
Sure, sir.
Thank you. Oh, that was close. Hey, thanks so much. Yes. Now, of course, we talked about Deus Ex, known for being a long-standing PC franchise. We too have yet another long-standing franchise coming up next with its upcoming installment. Hold on, not easy. All right. I like the woo guy over here. The Half-Life 3 guy needs to just hold it. Coming up next, we have a video to talk a little bit about the history of Total War.
Ooh, a new Total War franchise, huh? From Sega.
Welcome to our life. There's no turning back.
Ooh.
Even while we sleep.
Half-Life 3 confirmed.
Try to act in on you. Turn your back on
I agree with you, Dishes. 100%.
everybody wants to. Help me to decide. Help me make the most of pleasure. Nothing ever lasts forever.
What the hell? Well, they keep it on low so it stops having to refresh, guys. Sorry about that. I'll put it back on there. We are 13 of 178,000 people watching this right now. What the hell? Come on, Twitch. Quit being twitchy. What the hell? How's he keep doing this? Killing me, Smalls. You're killing me.
And here to talk about the upcoming Total...
Oh my god.
Well, we've got 2 fantastic brands there, and they both deserve equal billing, really. But, you know, if you guys want to call it Total War, Hammer, then the Chaos Gods aren't going to strike you
We have
down.
permission, yes. One victory has been achieved thus far. You know, I immediately want to ask.
That's true,
about,
quick save. Never.
In the videos, and for anyone who's played the Total War franchise, it's so much rooted in history. And now you have this fantasy setting with magic and different races. How does that allow you to play, to create new experiences?
Well, it's brilliant. I mean, for years we've wanted to do a fantasy game, and the opportunity to do this with Games Workshop was just something we had to take. It's just such a rich world full of giant creatures, flying creatures, as you say, magic, heroes that are larger than life, could kill 100 men on a battlefield. And it just enables us to play with that different sort of set of features in a Total War context and do things we've never done before and things that you've never seen in a game before.
Yeah, because I immediately heard you brought up the idea of heroes, which is sort of a core part to Warhammer. Tell me a little bit more about that.
Yeah,
Well, I was going to say, you've got your lords and your heroes, pretty much like in the tabletop game. And your lords, they're going to be your army generals, and you're going to have famous people, well, not all people, famous generals like Karl Franz and Gringor Hyanide. And then you have your heroes, which are probably going to be a bit like the agents in Total War. So things like witch priests, witch hunters even, and warrior priests, and shamans and wizards, of course.
And then there's a new feature as well, where when you use these heroes on the campaign game, if you embed them in an army and then fight a battle, they'll be there in the battle fighting, alongside your other troops. And massively deep skills tree, so deeper than we've ever been, so you can really get into the character and the narrative of these heroes. And that's something that we've never pushed this far in a Total War series before.
It's pretty incredible to see some of the figurines that I recognize. And I mean, these are now in the game and animated, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, for me as a lifelong Warhammer fan, Karl Franz, for instance, it's a miniature I own, it's a miniature I've painted. To see him then animated and talking and rousing his men, it's a Warhammer fan's dream. I think this is the Warhammer game everyone's been waiting for.
I'm very excited to see the way that you
Very
marry
cool,
the
bitches.
epic scale of Total War with the miniature feel of Warhammer. Guys, thanks so much for coming out to talk.
Cheers.
Cheers. Woo! Yes.
Yeah, I agree with you, quick save. I feel the same way.
Now, we've just gotten the chance to talk to the people working on Deus Ex and Total War. And these are, of course, some names that I'm sure no one is surprised to see here today. But our upcoming guest is one that I was very surprised to see on the dock and very excited to hear what he has in store. The head of Xbox from Microsoft, Phil Spencer.
Why are you in the
Yes.
PC gaming show? Go away, Xbox.
Phil, welcome.
Nice to meet you.
Welcome to the PC Gaming
That's
Show.
right.
Phil, welcome to the PC Gaming Show, where we talk about PCs. So, Phil, I would be thrilled for you to tell me a little bit about what Microsoft is here for.
Yeah, well, first, I just want to say I think it's great that there's a PC gaming conference press event here at E3. I think that's fantastic. When we had the opportunity to get involved with this and help put it on, it was a great opportunity, and I definitely wanted to jump in.
somebody just
And I wanted to have the
screamed, "Fail
opportunity
box."
to come on stage because there have been times in our past where Microsoft maybe has lost our way with PC gaming.
Oh, you
and
think?
as the person now who runs gaming for Microsoft, Windows and what people have done on PC is critical to both our success and critical to Windows' success. So getting the opportunity to come here and talk directly with fans and the press and be in the event was something I look forward to. So it's great to be here.
Yeah, I'm so glad to have you. I mean, tell us a little bit about your plans for the PC.
Yeah, we have Windows 10 obviously coming out in July. One of the early moves was to make the free upgrade for people. Really, we thought about that from a developer standpoint, that as developers look at a common ecosystem.
No, I have to refresh again. Quick save, don't even break my heart like that, dude. Seriously.
A good win. Building DirectX 12 and make it common across our platform so that if you're working on DirectX 12, Xbox Live, so if you're interested in writing to Xbox Live, the same API set, the same service, just trying to make it easier for developers as they're developing Windows games.
So is the goal to have a wide variety of cross?
Oh, what the hell?
I think there are games that exist on a television and there's games that exist